see. Am I?
Diane, so this morning I gave you an Uber ride
For those of you
to
who might be
work,
watching this in the future, I'm sorry.
and we had a
probably
conversation
taped
earlier,
Yes, we did.
and you said that you was waiting for Christmas.
Oh,
We
there
about
it
to
is.
surprise somebody. I'll tell you why.
Oh, no,
Hello.
that's not.
Hi,
gonna work.
Diane.
Hi.
You remember me, Diane?
I think so, honey. Right now, I don't know. I probably do.
Diane.
Let's try.
Conversation earlier, and you said that you was waiting for Christmas.
What's going on here? No,
Hello.
that's not.
Hi, Diane. You remember me, Diane?
Right now, I don't know. I probably do.
What is the? What is going on? Nope. That's not gonna work. What about this one? What is going on? Nope. That's not gonna work. At least the chat works, but where is this? Where's this audio coming from? Something going on that I am not aware. Chat works, but where is this? Where's this audio coming from? Doesn't make any sense. Something going on that I am not aware. Chat works, but where is this? Where's this audio coming from? Doesn't make any sense. What is going on? I don't know why the sound is not. Unless there's just. So anyway, folks, can you hear that noise? I'm pretty sure you can, but why is that doing that? I don't understand. This should not. What is going on? I don't know why the sound is not. Feedback loop. I don't know what a feedback loop is. So. Wait. So anyway, folks, can you hear that noise? Oh, it went away. Went away. Okay, there's a delay. So okay. There we have it. So, I guess I'll leave that. I guess I'll leave that alone for the time being. So, let's start this properly. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and we are doing a special Saturday night live stream. And, well, we're doing it on Saturday for a couple of reasons. The main one being that I was going to do a live stream tomorrow, test out the new format. However, I hadn't fully tested out live before, and tomorrow's the Golden Globes. So, I just, I figured, no, let's do Saturday, and we'll, figure out all the bugs and everything. I'm definitely thinking, because I had it set up to, like, do some, like, so we could look at some, like, websites and stuff. I want to talk about a couple stories, but now I'm kind of afraid to be honest. Now I am a little afraid to, because, yeah, I don't know what that was about. So anyway, new format, growing pains, all that jazz. But yeah, I want to watch the Golden Globes tomorrow, so I kind of decided, nah, I don't, let's do it tonight. And plus, no one will be on here tonight, so, what, it started again? You gotta be kidding. Doesn't say that it doesn't say that it has. So everything's all good. So I've also noticed that there is a delay there's a time delay on this, so I think I'll just leave that a little on just to see. But who knows? Like this is all new. All right, now I'm gonna turn that off. Let me know if the sound comes back on. It really shouldn't. I have removed every reason for it to be on there right now. So, who are you calling? No one. Well, I'm not. Well, I'm not doing the. I'm not calling anyone. I don't know why I have anyone. So okay, everyone's sounds are good. Great. So anyway, yeah, Saturday live stream. What do you think of the place? I mean, the sound thing was definitely pretty annoying, but when it's working, it seems fine, right? So let's see here. Who do I have in here? I should probably look at the phone because even though I can see you guys up there, well, maybe I'll just do that. But yeah, I've got Jim there. I've got Dark Road Run. I've got Christopher here. I've got Mark here. I've got David Hunt here. And now there's no audio. Are you serious? How can there not be any? It sounds like there's audio. Sounds like there's audio. I have it here to kind of check every now and then, but it seems like there's audio. So, may I take your order, please? So, anyway, yeah, we've got the chat We've got the chat there, and we've got the links, the information below. Just we're gonna save that for a regular. And by the way, now you can see the Ben Affleck poster, the Live by Night poster that's signed by Ben Affleck, Chris Cooper, Zoe Saldana, Dominic Cooper, Zoe, Ellie Fanning, and Zoe Saldana. It's signed by Chris Cooper. It's also signed by one more actress that I can't. I don't remember her name off the top of my head. Who was that? It's Sienna Miller. Sienna Miller. So, yeah, in hindsight, with how much crap I've gotten for the Princess and the Frog poster being there, I should have switched the two. Instead, this one's in all my videos, and everyone constantly talks to me about it. So now you can see we've got more than one type of poster. So, anyway, so let's do this from the top. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur. Welcome to the channel, the test live stream. This is your first time here, and you happen to like how it's going so far, please do me a favor, click that subscribe button and ring that bell notification below for new uploads. Okay, so I don't know what we're going to do with this live stream anymore, because originally I had some stories I want to talk about. I had the websites up. However, I'm thinking it's picking up audio from one of those web pages. I think there's an ad playing on one of them, and I just don't know how to stop the ad from playing the audio right now. Again, growing pains, so there was going to be some. So maybe we'll just do a little bit of a free flow little live chat. You guys ask the questions. Maybe we'll even do a call-in. Who knows? We'll think about something to do. However, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. And it's probably going to be a fairly slow night. Saturdays, people typically don't show up for live streams, and that's why we wanted to do this, test run, if you will, a little beforehand. I did have some videos I wanted to upload today, but I didn't get around to doing it. So, I think I just have to actually make the Saturday videos well in advance, so that, because Friday nights I start getting lazy. Ryan says, I really love the Prince and the Frog poster. It has the signatures of a lot of amazing people on it. Yes, the directors, the animators, or the key animators anyway, and Randy Newman. So that's at least one Academy Award winner and several others. The only one who didn't sign it that I wish had signed it was Glenn Keane, but I don't believe he worked on that movie. So anyway, American Truth. Hey, buddy, it's Superman Tampa. Love this format. Really? So you've got, you're working on your new channel. Oh, American Truth. That's right. You opened that new channel. So, yep, this is the new format. This was, believe it or not, a long time in the making. I was testing it behind scenes, trying to make sure it worked and everything like that. However, apparently I still have some things to learn because there was an audio problem earlier. Are you still going to be streaming tomorrow night as well? No, I probably will not, because I'll be watching the Golden Globes tomorrow night, so I'm sorry. I know the Golden Globes is pointless, but it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like the what's the term for like the the games that are leading up to the World Series? Is it the finals? I don't know. It's kind of like the finals before the Oscars, so something like that. I don't know sports terms very well. Dude, how about call in talk around New Year's Eve driving? It doesn't have to be about New Year's Eve driving. I am curious to see how many people actually did well on New Year's Eve. I watched at least four channels. Three of them were not very positive. One of them was extremely positive. So, in some areas, it appears that New Year's Eve is still a good night to do this. It felt weird not driving Uber and Lyft for the first time in, what, 5 years? Maybe six at this point? But yeah, I actually went to a New Year's Eve party and enjoyed myself, so there you go. Okay. David said, when you head to Disneyland, going to get my season pass, OtterBox phone case next week. Won't be going to Disneyland for a while. We let the passes lapse. The passes just got way too expensive, and for the price of one deluxe pass, we were able to get premier passes for both Six Flags and Universal Studios. So we will be doing those theme parks the following year. We will not do Disney again until we go to Disney World in Florida. American Truth said, I'm going to focus a lot more on this channel this year. I think it will explode. I was just uploading a video on breaking news today. Well, yes, work on what makes you happy by all means. Let's see here. Did you ever apply join button? I've heard you qualify join, but yes, we will be opening up the memberships for YouTube. I have been invited to become a YouTube member, and we will be opening that up. I am figuring out what I want for the rewards. It will probably be similar to Patreon, but we will be opening that up. So that will be one more way to support the channel if you want. Christopher says, gas prices going up and now a war with Iran. Well, we're not getting into the Iran stuff. I will say, though, I filled up my tank of my gas for the first time in a few weeks because I drive pretty conservatively these days. And it's the first time in probably over a year that I paid less than $3 a gallon. Granted, it was $2.99, not a whole lot under $3, but it's the first time I paid less than $3 for a gallon of gas. I expect that to change very soon, though. Ryan says, I'm going to be seeing the Philadelphia Orchestra's performance of Fantasia tomorrow. Would you like me to send you a copy of the program if I'm allowed to get an extra copy? Yes, I would love that. And you really should send me your PayPal just so I can, pay for the shipping on these things. American Truth said, so I am taking a similar approach as you this year with the channels. In the sense that you're changing the look of them, you're changing the topic, or, you're going a little of both. Because here's the thing, I am still talking about Uber and Lyft on this channel. I have a few Uber and Lyft stories I want to talk about, but stories that will stop. I'm not going to be talking about the stock as much. I won't be talking about every airport dispute. And I won't be talking about all the driver disputes. I won't be talking about the app itself that much because I'm not using it. So I don't know if it's any improvement or not. But as a company, Uber and Lyft still intrigues me. However, so far I have been talking about other topics, and I am curious. What do you folks think about, the videos so far? Politics aside, of course. Rideshare Trickster said, hey, Kevin, just stopped by to say Happy New Year. Wish you and yours a great... Yes, thank you, and Happy New Year to you, too. Thank you. Low Road Scratchers, California paying $5 per already. Are you talking about per hour? I don't... No, they're suing... Uber and Postmates are suing the state of California, so I don't believe any AB5 changes will be implemented while they are suing California. Basically, it's a very expensive way of dragging their feet, but... What are you going to do? American Truth said, Iran just hacked a government website with a warning. So is this set up through OBS? Yes, this setup is through OBS. I've been learning it. I've been figuring it out. Again, clearly not perfectly because I wanted to test out with some of the smaller stories that I didn't want to make a single dedicated video to. However, that didn't quite work out. We just got to figure out what's going on with those. So anyway. Let's see. Are you doing food reviews on your channel? No, I'm not. I'm not doing food. I don't think I've ever done a food review on this channel. I think I've done a couple dinner, restaurant reviews on the vlog channel, which you can, on the Apptrepreneur vlogs. Although I don't know how much longer that channel's going to be there, because one of the things that I'm kind of deciding on, since the vlog channel never took off, I might just make the vlog videos exclusive videos for Patreon and YouTube memberships. So like if you're paying a little money, those will be extra videos you can watch that won't be available to other people. So that's what I'm considering. Okay, you guys are typing too fast. Let me go down here. So Sakir says, do you think Lyft is trash? I don't like either one of them right now. Christopher says, can't discuss ride sharing without mentioning neoliberalism. Yeah, you can actually. $5 per gallon of gasoline. Oh, no, it's not. I paid less than $3 today. And Ryan's Treasure said, I personally really enjoyed your new video about Disney Plus you uploaded yesterday. It definitely shows that physical media is always better to have. Yeah, I have my physical copies of Home Alone and Home Alone 2 and The Sandlot. So, and Garfield too. I do own Garfield. David Smith, can I treat my Uber app like a YouTube account and link my Patreon account in my About Your Driver section? No, that's an interesting question. I don't believe you should. I don't think you're allowed to. I do think Uber will deactivate you for that, so I don't think that's a good idea. And oh, hey, Randy's in here. Gas is $2K in Oklahoma. Good to know. Oh, hey, thank you for the super chat, American Truth. I will drink to that. I'll drink to that. So thank you. So $2 a gallon. So by the way, guys, if you want to save on some gas, there's a Get Up site link below. You can get some money back on the gas. So anyway, let's see here. I think I'm caught up now. So Rideshare Trickster said gas in LA is still under $3.50 average per gallon. Yeah, like I said, I paid $2.99 today. So Disney Plus is another Netflix since your movies wouldn't stay forever. No, well, yeah, you should never use physical media. Not physical media, I'm sorry. You should never use streaming sites or any digital locker as your permanent movie, video game, or music collection. In fact, there was a situation that happened like a few years ago with someone in Australia. He decided to move from Australia to Canada. And when he made that move, 3 of the movies that he paid for were no longer viewable. And Apple basically gave him like a $4 rental credit for each of the movies so that he could rent 4 movies, like 3 movies or something like that. But he bought the movies, and when he asked why, it was discovered that the situation was that because he moved from Australia to Canada, Apple did not have the rights to sell or stream those movies in Canada, but they did in Australia. So he lost them, and he was just out of luck. He didn't like it, but what else can he do? Then there was another story where well, actually, I'll just do this other one. But that's just one situation that can happen. The other thing that happened fairly recently was like John Lasseter, the Pixar head guy, was fired. Well, not fired. He was probably fired, but he left voluntarily because of inappropriate conduct at work. Well, there was a joke in Toy Story 2 that made fun of the casting couch. Woody turns Prospector Pete's box around, and Pete's in the box talking to 2 Barbies, saying, I think I get you a part in Toy Story 3, and, it's a joke. Well, because that's a little uncomfortable now, they removed it from the digital version, and not just Disney Plus, because I had that movie for years on Vudu. Had that scene for a long time. They removed it from Vudu. But they're not removing it from my discs. Never, ever, ever use streaming as a replacement for discs. And here's the thing. Some people say they don't have shelf room for their discs. Here's what you have to do if you are serious about owning your movies. Buy the physical copies, because they come with digital copies anyway. So that doesn't matter. Upload your digital copies, enjoy your digital copies, and put your discs in a box. And then one day, when those movies disappear, you will still have your physical discs, and you can watch them. So, yeah, it's not supposed to be for replacement. All right, let's go back a little bit because we went off a little bit there. Black Panther will return to Netflix in 2026. That is what I hear as well. Okay, that's a little freaky. Hold on one second, folks. So, I don't know if you heard that, but that was the sound of Alexa going off the Echo Dot and playing Into the Unknown from Frozen 2 randomly. We didn't ask it to happen, it just started playing. So, that... There's a reason I heat that thing in the bathroom. I don't trust the Amazon products at all. I just unplugged it, but it was like, that is freaky. That is just so freaky. Oh, anyway, let's see here. But yes, Black Panther is supposed to return to Netflix in 2026. But you know what? I've got the Blu-ray 3D, so it doesn't matter what service it's on. That's how I'll be watching it. Oh, hey, Elisa's here. How you doing? Rideshare Trickster says, try get upside. Use Kevin's promo code. It works. So thank you. I appreciate that. And hey, Jordan's here. Yes, be nice looking new tech. Exactly. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm wondering if I got a ghost in the house. Either that or it's just a malfunctioning device, a device I don't like anyway. Maybe that's the excuse I need to just finally get rid of that stupid thing. American Truth says, my Alexa goes off for no reason. I don't know why. Well, the thing is always on, and it's always listening to you, whether you trigger it or not, so that, who knows? Let's see, Righteous Lisa, then how are you in the live chat talking? How am I in the live chat talking? We're live, that's why. I mean, it has a new coat of paint, it looks more fancy, yes, but it is like, am I like tilting a little bit? Or am I just lurching? I don't... I think that's fine. There we go. So anyway, oh yeah, this is Uberman Tampa's other channel, American Truth. But yeah, I've definitely got some Amazon stories to share, and like that creepy thing definitely makes me like, oh yeah, I'm definitely discussing them soon. But yeah, so far, people have so far been very complimentary about the new look. As for the topics themselves, there's been more of a mixed reaction, which is fine. It always takes a little bit of time for people to kind of get used to the new format. And some people told me that I shouldn't have even announced I was changing the format. I should have just changed it and see how people, go with the flow at this point. But I really wanted to, how should I put this? Because every time in the past when I did something that wasn't Uber related, you always get like a few people saying they're going to unsubscribe. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to be honest about it up front. We're going to start talking about other things. So there you go. And even though you can't see anymore because YouTube did that whole roundup thing, but it's actually been fascinating to watch the subscriber count go up and down. Like I lose a dozen, then I gain a dozen, then I lose a dozen, then I gain. Like I think my audience is kind of in turmoil about the new stuff right now. So it's. But hey, there's always a growing pain, as they say, and this change was long overdue. Let's see here. Backseat driver said no one's talking about how Uber cut their surge values on New Year's Eve. Well, they probably only cut it for the drivers. They probably kept it for the passengers. And Uberman Tampa said that's old news and was expected. Right? Lisa said, oh, Randy agrees with me, of course. Lisa says, I think it's cool how you can see my membership on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, well, you're the most recent member who joined Patreon. Whenever the next person becomes a member, and that whether that be YouTube or Patreon, their name will be on the end. It's another way to make it interactive. So, yeah, one reason you stopped driving in 2017. Well, I officially quit last year. I mean, I actually did drive New Year's Eve on 2018, and I was planning to do it again on 2019, but then they did that upfront surge, or the flat surge, really, and I just said, you know what? I'm officially done with this. Dark Road Run says, it's always funny when viewers feel they have to announce their unsubscription. Well, it's because for some reason they think that makes them powerful. That they feel a little powerful when they do that, like they are in charge, like, well, I'm going to show him, I'm going to unsubscribe. And my thing is like, well, okay, I don't want you watching stuff that you're not happy watching. So I actually consider, believe it or not, I sometimes consider that a good thing. Like, well, if you're that unhappy that you don't want to watch and you feel like you want to unsubscribe because this channel isn't doing anything for you anymore, that's perfectly fine. You should unsubscribe. Go watch someone that will make you happy, because life's too short to be watching things you don't enjoy. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, Alexa's always listening. Well, I just unplugged it, so I don't care right now. And Jordan says, right, LL, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Baxter says, I saw $35 last year, $14 max this year. Yeah, the surge was a lot lower this year, and I heard the horror stories. Well, Randy, I'm not going to tell them that. I think you and me just have slightly different personalities in that regard. But yeah, I'm kind of, because here's the thing, folks. I'm going to share this little story right now. I think one of my biggest mistakes, and I kind of alluded to this in my response video to the Queen, if you will, is that one of my biggest mistakes is that I let the unsubscribe comments get to me. I should have been talking about other things a long time ago, especially when like my channel was like on fire and I was getting like 100, 200 subs a day. I should have been branching the subject out anyway, but I got too comfortable talking about this topic, and it was because I did like one little video that was not Uber related, and I had like 4 people saying they were unsubscribing, and I freaked. And it's like, you know what? You have to just literally put that in the back of your mind. Like, yeah, when you're building the channel, definitely go with the topic that is getting the views and the subs. But once you get to a certain point, you got to start growing and branching out, or you are going to die. And my channel had been stagnant. Not super. It still grew, but it wasn't growing like it used to. And it's like, you know, so I am, as they say, changing the game. It was something that Brad Pitt said in Moneyball, where he swapped out one player for another, and the other person's like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm changing the way we play the game. Because they were relying too much on one player. And by relying on that one player, they weren't working on a team strategy, they were working on a player strategy. So now, the way I see it, Uber is a player in the team of topics that I talk about. It will probably get a little bit more attention than others because I've been doing it so long, but is now no longer more important than all the other topics. So for those of you who are making channels right now, I think just make what you want to make. And here's the other thing. I was losing my passion about the Uber topic, really, and I think people saw that, and that's what made them annoyed. So it's going to take a little while, but I've noticed that my non-Uber videos are actually averaging pretty good for being part of a channel that these videos are not supported on the algorithm. So I think, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. I will lose some people at first. That's perfectly fine, but I think it's going to be a better channel in the long run. Hey, I'm not completely giving up Uber, but now that I don't have to talk about it every single damn day, maybe it'll be enjoyable again at one point. Who knows? Anyway, let me see, because I'm getting backed up again. So let's see here. Journey with Jordan says, I've even seen people announce they're subbing like, you've earned a subscriber by doing this. Like, okay, you aren't that special snowflake. You know, I don't have a problem with that, because here's the thing. Unlike I'm unsubscribing to you, which sounds like, hey, you're doing something that I don't like, so I'm unsubscribing. That'll show you. No. When someone says, hey, I like this video, I'm subscribing, that's saying that you did something that they really liked. And for that, because of that, they are going to stick around. And it's also their way of saying, like, hey, I like this topic. I like it when you talk about this topic. That should always be taken as positive. That should never, ever be taken as a negative. If someone says, hey, I like what you did, therefore I am subscribing, take it as a compliment, say thank you. That's valuable feedback. Now, there are probably a few situations where a whole bunch of people saying I'm unsubscribing might be worth taking into consideration. If you say something extremely dumb, and I have said very dumb things before on this channel, I definitely have. I put my foot in my mouth a couple times. Then you know what? You might want to communicate that either you misspoke, it didn't mean what you intended it to, or maybe, hey, I was just outright wrong. I'm sorry. Because sometimes people do get genuinely mad. The one time I probably would not take any unsubs personally is people who do not like what I have to say about a political candidate. Now, people have reached out to me personally, and they have said, hey, Kevin, I wouldn't even get into the politics. And I know what you're saying. For the most part, I wouldn't get into the politics, but let me give everyone a fair heads up, little warning, and a news flash. Actually, let me lean in towards the microphone just so that it's absolutely clear. We're coming up on an election. There's an election this year. And all the candidates have a lot of reasons for why they want you to vote for them. One of them is they are going to go after Uber. They are going to go after Amazon. They are going to go after Google. They're going to go after Apple. They've been grilling Facebook for years. And these are the companies that I am going to be talking about. So once in a while, yes, we will be talking about political figures. And you know, if I don't like that political figure and you feel that is a big enough reason to not watch me, you're going to have to unsubscribe. I think I'm fair. Except for one politician in particular, I really give everyone their due, including the president. Really, like I said, there's only one politician who I cannot stand, and frankly, she has little power. But hey, I was amazed how many people unsubscribed to me because I criticized Bernie Sanders' campaign for buying from Amazon, and people said, like, I hate him. It's like, guys, I said in the video, I like Bernie. I think he's a good man. I don't think I would vote for him to be president. Like, there are other Democratic nominees I would much rather vote for before I vote for him. But I think he's a good man. So there you go. But there is an election coming up. We will be talking about politics once in a while. Now, here's a great thing. If you know that you do not want to see political videos, you do not have to watch those ones because this channel will also not become politics every single day. In fact, the political videos are probably going to be rare, to be perfectly frank, in the grand scheme of things. If I upload, let's see here. I usually upload 10 to 15 videos a week. And of the 10 to 15 videos, 1 to 3 videos might be political. You can easily not watch them if you don't want to. So anyway, let me get back to answering some of these because you guys are going fast. So let's see here. And let's see here. Oh, thank you, Real Rideshare Stories. Yeah, I'm glad you like the new layout. And I'm glad that the layout's good. I actually paid money for it. Let's see here. All right. Kim, you better be a Trump supporter or I'll unsubscribe. Well, unsubscribe then. Granted, I don't dislike the man as much as some people, but he does have his problems. So, I'm just throwing that out there. So, where was I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So I am all caught up. So Jordan says some people just get way too emotional about their political stances. My opinion. Yeah, it's become part of our identity. I don't know why. Your political stances is not your identity. Grow up. Lisa says, Randy, you will see his subscription and donations on the bottom of his videos. Yeah. So there. Yeah, and those won't be filled in during live streams because I don't know how to update them live. So, but you know, whatever the most recent donation in this video was, like right now it's American Truth. Although if somebody wants to do another one, I mean, because we have a spot for 2, then that donation will show in the next, filmed video that I make. So it's just a way to publicly thank the people who support the channel. And hey, if it's the name of a YouTube channel, you might want to make a note of that every time you do like a super chat, and we'll make it a point to mention to people like, oh, this YouTube channel sent this much money on the videos, and people can maybe check you out. Excuse me. So let's see here. Let's see. Are you watching Jeopardy Prime Time special next week? No, not a huge Jeopardy fan. I mean, it's a fun game, but not something that I would really want to watch. In fact, you know what? Maybe I should move this over here so that it kind of looks like I'm looking over there. There you go. American Truth. I see the labels, but I see these green arrows next to them. Yeah, because you're only going to see green arrows on the live stream. But on tomorrow's videos, because I think, because we're kind of doing this in reverse. Today's videos that were supposed to go up today are going to go up tomorrow. You will see the stats in there below. So, Seaside Surf said, "Hey Kevin, did you see me finally quit Uber? I posted on the app for Facebook page, Peel Uber Way. I posted a video of me quitting. No, I didn't, but I will make it a point to go there. I'm not really on the Facebook group that much anymore, to be honest, but I can't close it. I have just set up a private Discord server. So if you are a patron or a YouTube member, then you will get an invite to the private Discord server. And people can contact you that way. But I think the Facebook page, it ended up not being what I really wanted it to be. So, and I don't want to be a moderator. We'll see. So I'm kind of giving Discord a try right now. Let's see here. I see Mama had a, let's see here. Mana had a message deleted. I'm on this channel as as my other. So let me change that so that I can actually moderate if I have to. Yep, there it is. Oh my golly, there it is. Yep. So, anyone have their Lyft 2019 summary? Wait, I probably should be getting one then, yes, because I did drive Lyft a little bit on 2019 technically. But no, I don't have that just quite yet. Okay, so I'm all caught up now, so let's put that there. How many people are in this live stream? There's 20 people. So hey, by the way, if you haven't, give it a thumbs up. Definitely appreciate that. So yeah, let's see here. Dobby is finally free. I'm Uber and Lyft free now. Dobby has no more masters. Yeah, I always cheered when Dobby was freed. I love that part in that book. And then of course I cry when he in the final book. I don't know. It's been more than 10 years. Are we still keeping the final Harry Potter book spoiler free at this point? I don't know anymore. I hate to spoil things if possible, but I'm also getting a little annoyed by how much emphasis people put on don't spoil anything. So I will say that was a very interesting that's a very interesting username. That's definitely an account for a troll. What can I say? Or maybe someone who's obsessed with me. I don't know. There's a lot of people who are obsessed with me. I never thought I would live to see a day where I would actually have people who actively went out of their way to dislike me. Like, what? Like, why am I worth this much time? I don't think I am, but whatever. So, Harry Potter reference. Yep. How many steps did I take today? Took over 7,000 steps today, so not quite 10,000, but it is Saturday, so, Oh, all right. So, do we have any more questions? I actually don't know how long we've been on. It's probably been almost an hour. So, pretty good crowd, though, for a Saturday. Not going to lie. But, yeah, so anyway, the bottom line to all of this is what it's going to look like when we do the live streams from now on. We're going to have the chat here. We're going to have the image in the center. And I'm going to try to make it so that we can look at the websites as well, but I'm going to have to figure out that audio problem. I don't know why that was such a thing, but Oh well, I guess I'll just make regular videos out of those topics. So, will say, so far it has been worth the upgrade. It totally has been worth the upgrade. Um, so, hmm. No no thanks. I don't think I'll do that. It's, I mean, you don't know where that thing's been, man. You don't know where that thing has been. So, no, I won't do that. Hey, Bruce, welcome. Glad, you were glad you're here. Will you still be doing a live stream tomorrow night? Unlikely. The Golden Globes are tomorrow night, and I'm probably going to enjoy the Golden Globes. Hey, Kevin, I don't remember the app's name now, but you and your wife are married. You going to try doing that delivery acts across the country you were talking about before? Oh, the roadie? No, probably not, because that was for something else. I was in a different place and time, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Was the Disney Plus T-shirt you got on sale, or did you pay full price? Actually, that was sent for me for free, but I figured it was much funnier if I pretended that it was paid for. So there you go. But yeah, they did send me it, and I just have it over here. I have all my costume shirts over here. But yep, it's a nice shirt. It actually is comfortable, but I'm not going to wear this in public because I don't need to advertise Disney Plus for free. I don't. But when I'm talking about Disney Plus, okay, whatever. It's a costume at that point. Like, are you still live streaming tomorrow night? No, probably not. Bruce says, thinking about getting Disney Plus, but is it worth it? That is a good question. I would say it really depends how much of a Disney fan you are. Because if you're like, and when I say Disney, I mean like Disney cartoons, animation, Disney Channel. If you're like looking for a lot of Star Wars and a lot of Marvel, first of all, you probably already own all the Star Wars and Marvel movies on disc. You probably do. But in terms of shows, all we have are The Mandalorian, which just finished. And the second season isn't coming for another year, and for that matter, neither is The Winter Soldier. So a lot of original shows are stuff like Togo and that show about puppies being trained to become service animals. But for the most part, it's cartoons and Disney stuff, which, hey, I love that. I totally love going through the old stuff and watching it, but if you're not a huge Disney fan, Disney Plus doesn't have that much for you. At least not yet. Maybe at some point they will. Like, they'll probably get to the point where there's like a new Star Wars and Marvel TV season every month to keep you constantly subscribed, but I mean, that's not now. So there you go. Uberman Tam says, I'm here. What are your other two wishes? I wish I could give this away, but they don't have the code on it because they want you to download their app and scan that. So I guess that's a clever way to get me to buy the disc and not give away the digital copy. So that's one of them. The other wish, I don't know. I wish someone would send me Joker on Ultra HD next week. I don't know. I don't think about wishes too much. Disney sent you that shirt? Yes, they did send me that shirt. But Disney sends me stuff. Disney, here's the thing. Disney, I've actually got a pretty good relationship with Disney. I actually know some of the animators. I talk to them. I've been to the studios. And, like, I actually have a friend who works at Pixar, or at least he did. He works for Star Trek now, to be honest. But they have sent me stuff periodically. Probably the greatest thing they sent me one time, though, was when my friend at Pixar did work for Pixar at the time. This was in 2016, early 2016, I believe. And I had just done my top 10 best films of the year list. And with that, and on that list, I actually listed Inside Out as the best film of the year, which it was. It absolutely was the best film of the year. So he showed that to people at Pixar, And they sent me an art book that was signed by Pete Docter and a lot of the animators and like Bob Peterson. It was incredibly nice gift, and they sent a little note like thank you for your very kind review. So that was by far the coolest thing Disney ever sent me. But yeah, they send me the occasional movie because of the blog. It's because of the blog. It's not because of anything I do on this channel. It's because of the blog and my other YouTube channel that they occasionally send me stuff. So that's yeah. So I've got a good relationship with them. Let's see, what does Ryan say? I really want Disney Plus to let Leonard Maltin do work for them. They really need more of the vintage cartoons and TV program available. I agree. I think they're just trying to figure out what they want to do with that stuff because it's a little edgy, it's a little controversial. So there you have it. Let's see here, and yeah, Uberman Tampa. That was extremely cool. That was one of the best days of my life. So I also got to dine in Club 33 because I worked at Disneyland at the time, and I served some members, and they really liked me. They kind of asked like, "What was one of your dreams?" And unknowns to me, I didn't know they were Club 33 members. I said, "I've always wanted to go to Club 33. It'll never happen, but you can always dream." And they invited me and my family, and that was a great, great day. So there you go. Jordan says, "Oh, nice. My dad went to high school with an animator that helped create Lilo and Stitch. Once he gave us a tour of the studio and underground at Magic Kingdom." Oh, that's neat. Was that animator Chris Sanders by any chance? That would be really cool. Any thoughts on YouTube TV? I really like YouTube TV. Now, the funny thing about YouTube TV is it's kind of one of those essential things where it's like I kind of feel like I need it, but I don't use it that often. I'm going to be using it to watch the Golden Globes because no streaming service really lets you do that. But it is definitely something that is nice to have. Like if you just want to watch TV, I'll usually turn on TV Land or something, maybe Adult Swim, and just watch a few things. Seaside of Surf. Did you watch Ferrari versus Ford? Well, I think you mean Ford versus Ferrari, but yes, and that was a very good movie. And that is not. Oh, the wife must be home and doing some vacuuming work. So let's see here. Anyway, someone is having a fun night, I suppose, but whatever. Let's see here. So yeah, Uberman Tampa has like this other channel. You can check the chat earlier and just click that link. It's pretty nice. It's like, is the reason you had your review of the Lion King and Patreon exclusive so that Disney wouldn't see the 0 star? No, I wasn't sure if I wanted to get back into writing reviews, so I just put it on the Patreon blog. But I've been writing more reviews, but they'll probably appear more in books now than they will online. The blog has really never been profitable. It's just been a really cool experience, and you meet people. But after 10 years, it's like it's not providing fruit in that way. So it'll probably just be something that I update sporadically, and so people can see my writing samples. And future stuff will be like in a book form or something like that. So let's see here, what's going on. Let's see here. What the rate's going to look like for Uber in the future? No better than they are now. Let's see here. Bruce says, going to see Cats again. Now that the improved version is out. What improved CGI? No. Well, here's the thing. From what I understand about the Cats thing is the movie was unfinished. And I saw it when it was unfinished, and it was unfinished. There were scenes where, the hands, for example, were supposed to be cat hands and they weren't, or it didn't look like the special effects were on the face in certain scenes. It didn't look finished, and apparently they have finished it, so now they look like cats, or at least they look as close to cats as this movie considers cats to look like. I don't think there's any saving it because what was finished looked awful. It didn't look good at all. And here's the thing about Cats. As someone who actually likes the musical and was really looking forward to this movie, the biggest problem with the movie isn't just that it looks bad, it's that the music isn't even that good. they took some really great iconic songs and they messed them up. They didn't get the right tempos right. The singing was off. I mean, even Memory, which Jennifer Hudson performed and did better than most, she's still like sniffling and sobbing through the song, and it's like this isn't how you want to listen to the music. So Cats was a complete misfire on every single thing. Ironically, I will probably end up buying it because it's so bad. One of the things that I want to start doing on my other channel, I want to start doing audio commentaries for movies, and oh boy, do I have a lot to say about Cats. So that might be a way to say my piece and get like an audio commentary out there and maybe give, I don't know, but that might end up being unfortunately part of my collection. So anyway, what else is going on? Let's see here. Speaking of Adult Swim, have you seen any of Rick and Morty season 4 yet? I've not seen any Rick and Morty at all, believe it or not. I should. I feel like I'm missing something, but I haven't. Did you see Frozen 2 yet, or Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler? I saw both. I actually just saw Uncut Gems today. Now, we'll get Frozen 2 out of the way first. I didn't like Frozen 2. I love the soundtrack. I've been listening to the soundtrack quite a bit of that movie, but I didn't like the movie itself very much. I didn't think it had any magic to it. I didn't think it was particularly good. I felt the characterizations were off. In fact, I'm going to even spoil it. They said they spent like 6 years working on the sequel, and there was a moment in there that kind of made me think they didn't spend 6 years working on this. Because in the first Frozen movie, Anna asks Elsa, like, I've met this man named Hans. I want your blessing to marry him. And Elsa says, no, you cannot marry someone you just met. Now, in the sequel, spoiler alert, Kristoff proposes to Anna. And, you know, they're all doing like the happy thing. They should have had a moment in there where Anna looks at Elsa and Elsa says, you have my blessing. But no one thought about it. Like, that would have been like a great continuation from the first movie. And yeah, it's a small thing. I know it's not that great, though. Now, Uncut Gems. Holy cow, did I love Uncut Gems. That is definitely one of Adam Sandler's best performances. Granted, he doesn't have a lot of performances that are worthy or not worth talking about that much, but he does make a few. I thought Funny People was interesting. Reign Over Me, that was a good performance. I liked him in Spanglish. Punch Drunk Love was amazing. That is a good example that Adam Sandler can truly be a great actor. So is the Morowitz Files on Netflix. That's a great Adam Sandler movie. Like Oscar-worthy performance. And Uncut Gems is definitely in that league. It is totally in that league. Now, Seaside Surfs says that it ended badly. I think it did and it didn't. I mean, here's the thing. What happened at the end was probably going to happen whether it happened at that point or later. It just happened to end there. Also, that's the lifestyle he was in. He was in this thing where he was pissing everyone off, and eventually someone was just going to get fed up with him. I mean, I think they picked a really poor time to get fed up with him because it cost them all a lot of money when they got fed up with him, if you will. But they were just tired of that. They were absolutely tired with that. And I know that we all want like a happy ending, but it was kind of happy and sad at the same time. It was bittersweet, as they say. But I loved that movie. Highly recommend it. Don't expect it to be like funny, haha, Adam Sandler. It's not funny Adam Sandler. It's actually very passionate and angry Adam Sandler most of the time. But it's a very good movie. So, okay, let's see here. Ryan says, are you going to do an audio commentary for Stuber or no if you aren't doing as many Uber-related things? I haven't decided what I'm going to do with Stuber. I feel like I should discuss Stuber on this channel. I'm just not sure how I want to do it. The Liza On Demand video took way too long to make, and didn't get the response it needed to justify doing more videos like that. Granted, it was fun doing it, but for how long it took to make that video, it really should have gotten thousands of views, not several hundred. But I feel like I should talk about Stuber at some point. I just haven't figured out what that format is yet. An audio commentary might not be a bad way to do it, though. So, Hey, Hampshire rideshare guy is here. That's good. Bruce says Knives Out was good. Yeah, I love Knives Out as well. Um, huh. And hold on one second. Mm-hmm. We'll report. Yeah, we'll. Although so a troll just said, "Why is your channel sinking?" Um, you know what? I actually don't mind answering that. I don't mind answering that. Granted, the channel is not sinking. Anyone who says otherwise, they don't see my stats. Social Blade is not a good representation of my stats. But yes, the channel has gotten less views. But I have explained why. It's because of a few things. Mainly the fact that the Uber topic is Katie is doing her vacuuming. Uh, so, but the main, we might have to end this early, folks. I'm sorry, because I don't feel like telling her to stop. To be frank, and it's been an hour. But here's the thing: I'm gonna answer that and say that no, the channel's not sinking. YouTube fluctuates; it goes up and down. Your views will go up and down, and that is why you have to keep things interesting. Because just because someone wants to watch an anti-Uber video doesn't mean they want to watch that same video for 4 years in a row, which was my biggest mistake. Rideshare is largely a dead topic. I mean, it. And look, here's the thing. Yeah, I know the wife is always right. It just is. And I've seen the numbers. I've even seen other people's numbers, or at least their views. It's not doing very well. So the topic got stale, and when a topic gets stale and that's all you do, that becomes a problem. That is why you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, you want to make your topic focused but broad. So, for example, if you say on my channel I talk about Star Wars, well, that's great, as long as there's something to talk about with Star Wars. I kind of wonder how those channels are going to do, though, because after The Rise of Skywalker comes out on 4K media, Disney's going to be halting new movies for a while. They might do some TV shows, but there's going to be a lot less to talk about. But if you talk about movies, then you can talk about a lot of things. If you talk about Batman, you can talk about Batman news as long as there's something Batman related to really talk about. But if you talk about comic books, then you can talk about not only Batman, you can talk about Superman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, the whole DC Marvel universe. You can talk about Sonic the Hedgehog with IDW Comics. So you do not want, the reason the channel is sagging is because for a couple of years, Uber was a major problem. Now, it's still a problem. But here's the thing. I read that article from 3 years ago. It sounds eerily similar to today. And you can't do that for 3 years. So that is why, as I said earlier, we're changing the way the game is played. We're going to talk about other things. And maybe the channel won't get any better. I don't know. However, there are signs that it's starting to recover. So the channel will be just fine. And it's doing fine now. I didn't run the channel into the ground before I realized where this was going, which is really important to do. So anyway, I am not bothered by those comments because I know it's not true, and I know that YouTube goes up and down. So there you go. All right. Bruce says, where did you get that Rocky hat? I need to get one. I got it in Philadelphia in front of the that art museum that Rocky ran up the steps to. So there you go. Seaside Surfs, no, Kevin, don't leave us yet. Don't subject us to boring cable, please, I beg you. Well, look, Seaside Surfs, I'm not abandoning the Uber and Lyft topic, but it's not going to be an everyday thing. I mean, if you don't want to watch those videos, that's fine. Don't watch those videos. But look, they're just not doing the numbers that they used to. They aren't. So we're expanding. And for the most part, people are actually enjoying the new videos. So give them a shot. I'm not giving up the Uber story, but there you have it. So, how did you meet your wife? Met her on Christian Mingle. So there you go. And I have been happy with her ever since. And that actually is a good note to end this on. So, aside from the technical hiccups at the beginning of this show, this did pretty good, I think. So, yeah. We're now that there's like a vacuum in the background, and we've been doing this for oh, you mean don't go offline yet? Well, I don't know. Does anyone have any more questions? I could stick around for another 20 minutes, but then I do have to work on some other videos. Also, my mouth is getting parched, so. That stuff is good. Bruce says, yeah, rideshare is going away. Same story year after year. Uber, Lyft screws drivers by lowering pay, screws customers by raising rates. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty consistent. And heck, Uber and Lyft, I predict, will be out of business within a few years. I don't think they're going to ever reach profitability. So here's the thing. If I feel strongly that that's going to happen, if I feel strongly that Uber and Lyft are going out of business, then it would make sense to bring other topics into the mix because, I mean, look, I know this guy who owns like a shop, and he actually it's actually a media store. Like, he sold VHS tapes, and at one point he realized VHS was going out and DVD was coming in, so he had to start buying DVDs. Now, the DVDs didn't sell well at first, but then eventually they overtook VHS sales, and then the same thing was Blu-ray. And then when things were going streaming, he started realizing I have to become more like a collector store. So he still sells movies, but he only sells the special editions of the movies. He buys memorabilia and he buys vinyl. He buys limited edition stuff like that. And so his store is still thriving because it is changing with the time. So if I truly believe that Uber and Lyft are going out of business, I would be a fool to not be preparing for that very thing to happen. So anyway, and yeah, I'm glad you like the new format, Bruce. I like it too, because that's another thing about this channel. I think another reason the channel was suffering is because, you know what? The look was not dynamic at all. It just wasn't. So by just doing this little thing, I already look better than most. I'm not saying all, but most of the channels that do rideshare, my channel does look better now. And that will be a major help in the future. So I'm not going to name names because some of them are friends, but, and ultimately, what is being said is more important. However, if I have a more professional setup, then that will go a long way. So, what does last membership mean in the bottom left corner? So last membership, which is not active now, by the way, that will not be active for live streams. However, if you become a Patreon or a YouTube member on this channel, and you are supporting the channel financially, whoever the most recent member is gets their name in last membership. And for that matter, the super chats and the donations, whoever sends a donation or a super chat, whatever the last one is, they get their name and the amount published. It's kind of my way to publicly thank you guys for supporting this channel financially. So hey, if you want your name down there, just become a member. It's as little as $1 a month. It really is. And then you'll get some other perks like access to the private Discord server. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm kind of thinking about not deleting the vlog channel, but making the vlog videos on this channel private only to people who support the channel financially, because that channel's not really growing. Now, one thing reason I might keep the vlog channel around, I've considered this, but I might move any movie videos I make here that are political based, like where I talk about Trump, Bernie, or Gabbard, or Biden. Maybe instead of posting them on the Apptrepreneur channel, I'll post them on the Apptrepreneur Vlogs channel. And when you put them on the Vlogs channel, you really have to go out of your way to watch those videos. So maybe I'll do that. Have you been collecting any old games yet? Just picked up a super clean GameCube for $5 with a bird controller and Tony Hawk Underground 2. I buy classic games when I can, but I'm not a classic game collector. And plus, the games that I really want to own that are classic are way too expensive for me to own right now. So I will probably never own a copy of Phantasy Star Saga. Not Phantasy Star, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Does Patreon work? How much can you make on Patreon? You can make as much money as you want on Patreon. So, thank you, Bruce. Thank you so much. I will drink to that. Thank you. In your name, will now be in the next video. So, start a gaming channel, Kevin. Please, please, please. I've considered it. I have a Twitch account, by the way. You can find me. I believe the link to the Twitch account is below in the description. I do have a Twitch account, but it's not really grown because I'm not much of a live stream gamer. Also, the games I play, people typically don't want to watch playing. They want me to play like Fortnite and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't want to play Fortnite. I want to play Shenmue 3, or I want to play Kingdom Hearts 2, or I want to play Sonic Mania, or I want to... What other games do I have that I have to play? I want to play Ori and the Blind Forest. So I don't know if a gaming channel would be that beneficial at this point. I might even retool the Apptrepreneur vlogs to Apptrepreneur Gaming and just put the Twitch live streams on there. I don't know, but we'll have to see. Hey, Dustin is here. Nice new setup, Kevin. Smakovich approved. Well, I'm glad it's Smakovich approved. So now the question is, Dustin, when are you going to update the look on your channel? When are you going to do that, buddy? I would know. Are you going to accept the challenge, Dustin? Are you going to update? It's a new decade, Dustin. Time to have the new format and everything. I'm kidding. You can do what you want. I don't care. I'll still watch your videos, and we'll still talk on the phone. Of course we will. So, anyway, Dustin says I play... Yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah, that's another one that they'd want me to play. And I don't want to play Call of Duty. You know what I've been playing a lot these days? Let me show you what I've been playing. This is the kind of thing that, you know, I love playing this, but nobody wants to watch me play it. You know what I've been playing? Let me open it real quick. I've been playing Captain Toad. That's what I've been playing a lot these last few weeks. I've been playing Captain Toad. Nobody wants to watch a live stream of anyone playing Captain Toad. So, let's see. Dustin says, when I get my new house and set it up, probably. I've not played Luigi's Mansion on the Switch yet. I played it way back in the day on GameCube. Wasn't a huge fan, but maybe the new ones are better. I don't know. Play some Final Fantasy. I do love Final Fantasy. But do people want to watch me play Final Fantasy? That's the question. Now, in terms of live streaming, though, I will say one of the things about the Patreon and the YouTube membership, if you become a member of those channels, you will... we'll invite you to our guild. We want to get into Final Fantasy 14 and Phantasy Star Online 2, so we might do those games live together. We might record them. We might upload them. So, you know, we might start incorporating some live gaming events into, you know, the Twitch channel and stuff like that. We just have to see. So, but who knows? Dustin will be driving this week, actually. Just got my new rideshare insurance. Well, yay. Good for you. Katie actually just dropped her rideshare insurance because she kind of decided she had enough as well. So we are pretty much being rideshare free in this house. And my son just got Luigi's Mansion. Well, look, a lot of people like that game. I just didn't like the first one, that's all. What online games do you play? I don't really play any right now. Like I said, I want to get into Final Fantasy 14. I want to get into Phantasy Star Online 2. And definitely have flirted very seriously with making Patreon and YouTube members, guild members, and maybe record them. But otherwise, it's been a long time since I played like an online game. Let's see here. The YouTube subscription stuff doesn't work yet. Actually, Dustin, I got invited to have a YouTube subscription, and it's been approved. I just haven't turned it on yet because I want to make a video first about how it's going to work. So, yeah, it works for me. I don't know if it works. If it doesn't work for you, I don't know. But, yeah, I was invited officially. So it's in the works. It is in the works. Do you and Katie still go to Downtown Disney even if you aren't Disneyland pass holders anymore? Sometimes, mainly to go to Naples, to Napolini's, because I love that restaurant. But that's like a once in a while thing. I don't have a whole lot of reason to go to Downtown Disney. Otherwise, it's just a shopping center, and we have Disney stores in the mall at Costa Mesa. So there you go. Go. Less than 10 hours to be, if I remember. Yeah, I got like a special. I thought I didn't qualify for the YouTube memberships, but I got an email, and sure enough, it worked. I was able to activate all of it. Then at the end, it's like, do you want to turn it on or do you want to hold off until you make a video explaining it? And I selected I would hold off. But within a week, I will be getting YouTube membership. So apparently, I don't know. I hear a rumor that for certain creators, and I don't know what the criteria is, you can get invited early. Otherwise, yeah, usually the bar for entrance is pretty high. So, have you chosen any names for the kitties? Yeah, actually, when we have a daughter, Katie wants to name her Alita because she really liked that name. So, I guess we're gonna have a little girl called Alita. I don't know about a boy though because neither of us want a boy. I'm kidding. We just haven't decided on a boy's name yet. That's all. So. Oh, you hate me now, Dustin? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to purposefully harm my career so that, you can feel better? So YouTube is trying to cut off Patreon, basically. They definitely saw something, and yeah, they want you to use their service, not the other person's service. It's kind of like Uber when you stop and think about it. I mean, Uber saw what Maestro and they saw what Maestro was doing, and they said, "Hey, we want that," and they set up their app so that you didn't use that app. Did you get your new car yet? No, the Corolla we're gonna keep around for a little while longer. We really are. So there you go. All right, folks, I think that's about as long as I can do it. We've done this for more than an hour. I don't even know anymore because, when I did the phone, when I live streamed on the phone, you could see how long you were on, but I can't see that anymore, so I'm kind of, going on faith on this one. But hey, thank you all for coming in, for checking this out. Oh yeah, they'll take a cut. They always take a cut. Patreon takes a cut, so that's not surprising at all. But anyway, folks, there probably will not be a live stream tomorrow because, like I said, I'm going to watch the Golden Globes. But there will be videos tomorrow. So tune in anyway. And what I think I'm going to do with Saturday from now on, I'm going to schedule the videos in advance. But they're just not going to be premieres. So Saturday will be mystery videos, if you will. Just have to tune in Saturday morning to find out what it is I'm talking about. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave it. So, you know the drill. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one. And let's stop the streaming